SEO takes time. SEO takes 6 to 12 months. Surely you've probably heard these exact phrases before. I personally am not of the belief that SEO has to take a very long time to work. Okay, I am firmly of the belief that you can get SEO results in 30, 60, 90 days with the right brand in the right category if you pull the right levers. Okay, it is not a 100% chance. However, if you do the right things, which we have systematically built a playbook around doing the right things the last 4 years as an agency, I'm very confident that we can deliver results in the first 30, 69 days that are going to benefit you over a very long period of time. Okay. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down basically the growth of a brand over the last 2 years of working with us. Okay. They are one of the brands we've worked with the longest, and they have made multiple six figures working with us and have achieved about just over a 4.5x ROI on our fees in their time of working with us. Okay. So, can you get results quickly? Yes. Are the results going to be a hell of a lot better if you invest in SEO over a longer timeline? Also, yes. So that being said, I'm going to get into kind of the numbers and the breakdown. I'm going to break down organic search traffic, organic search revenue, and kind of how SEO can evolve over a 2-year timeline. So let's go ahead and get into those numbers. Let's first start with the Ahrefs, and I'll get into Search Console and break down revenue and all that kind of stuff in a second. But Ahrefs, so we started with them back in July of 2024. Traffic was about 30K per month, at least according to Ahrefs here. So they grew up to about 55K per month in January, so through Black Friday, all that kind of stuff. And then pretty much a slow decline through pretty much the entire next year. All of 2025 was basically a decline. And then in December, it picked back up. Now, SEO agency, email agency, paid ads agency, whatever, if an agency was basically responsible for a decline over a 12-month timeline, they would have likely been fired. They actually would not have likely been given 12 months. They've probably been given 2 to 3 months. At least in my experience, that has been the case. If there's even a moderate decline over like 2-3 months, because our contracts are month to month with brands, typically, they go and find another option, which is totally fine. I mean, we build in month to month contracts because we want the pressure of having to deliver and fulfill and basically drive performance every single month for brands. A lot of other SEO agencies, even paid ads agencies, will lock brands into 6, 9, 12-month contracts because they're not probably as confident they can deliver results that quickly, and so they want a very long time to do it because they want to play it very conservatively. Okay, we are definitely not conservative, and we want to have to earn your business every single month, and we want to have to prove that we can get results for you every single month. In the case of this brand, however, they were one of the very first clients that we started to launch like a kind of a new playbook on about 2 years ago, really. And we communicated with them the entire time. Both his results were going up and both his results were going down. Okay, so they knew, they trusted our plan to recover, and we were basically identifying the pages that were dropping, and we said, all right, these pages can continue dropping, but we're really focused on earning these keywords back and trying to rank higher for those. Okay, so not all traffic loss is necessarily a bad loss. Okay, some of the traffic loss here from 52K or whatever down to 16.5K, or 55K down to 16.5K. A lot of those traffic loss was attributed to blogs. Okay, and some of them were informational based keywords that were showing up for collection pages. So basically they had a collection page ranking for an informational keyword when it should have been a blog, or they had a blog that was getting a lot of traffic and all of a sudden it didn't get traffic anymore. Okay. In both cases, we are very happy to shed those rankings and the associated Ahrefs perceived traffic with it, because they're not helping us actually reach our ultimate goal, which is driving more organic search revenue. Okay, so throughout this entire 12-month decline, we continued saying to continue communicating to the client, look, we're making these changes. Here's where we're making them, and here's what we expect to happen. And never once did the client express, I would say, a great deal of concern for what was a traffic loss of, at least in Ahrefs, 40K. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the Search Console graph as well over the same timeline, and you'll be able to see how the drop compares between Ahrefs and Search Console. But in the case, every single month, we were communicating, and they were still very bought in SEO as a channel. Part of the reason they were very bought in SEO as a channel is because they still have a very high ticket product. Their AOV is north of $1,000. It's a furniture company. Okay, so people, a few years ago, when I was buying a couch, I was getting an obnoxious amount of ads from furniture companies, with retargeting and stuff like that, to try and sell me a couch on Meta. And I was never gonna buy $1,000 or $2,000 couch on Meta. It just wasn't going to happen. I was going to go to Google and do my research and buy it that way. and they know their customers basically function the exact same way. Most of their revenue is driven through SEO and Google Ads. Okay, they drive brand awareness on Meta, but most of their conversion comes at the bottom of the funnel through Google Ads and SEO. So they were confident SEO was the right channel for them over time, and they were confident that we were the right partner to fulfill on that. Okay, so backing up, first 6 months, really great. SEO, we got them the results exactly we promised in the first 6 months. We grew. And then after that, the next 12 months, months 7 to 18, more or less a decline, okay? But after that, as you can see in December, huge growth period here, okay? And it's tapered off a little bit. Again, like lost some traffic on blogs, have lost a few, I would say, pretty important keywords, but we're working to get those back actively, okay? But like this is a 2-year timeline, okay? And like this section would have never happened if they got rid of us here or if they gave up on SEO here. So first 6 months were great, okay? But over a 2-year timeline, like we are going to be even better as an SEO agency over a 2-year timeline than we could ever be in the first 3 months, okay? We have to earn our keep and prove our worth in the first 3 to 6 months. But after that, like we've got it handled, and you should feel comfortable with that. At least I hope you do if you are a client of ours, and you will experience just absolutely insane growth over a long timeline. So let's go ahead and talk through Search Console here. So we'll look at, I've already filtered out to just the product pages and collection pages. So basically looking at non-branded search through the products and collection pages, okay? Now, total volume over the last 16 months, which is as far back as I can actually compare in Search Console. Search Console data does not go back any longer than 16 months. You can see this kind of decline occurs, and then again around like November, December, it starts to peak up again, and it's tapered out a little bit. Over that amount of time, though, they've done $446,000, okay, which is netted out to about a 4.6x ROI on all of our fees, which I would say is pretty substantial for a channel like this. 4.6 is actually, I'd say that's about our average over like a 1 to 2 year timeline. And just to like put that in perspective, like here's some other brands we've had like a very similar ROI, and all these brands work with us for at least 12 months. So like Compression Sock Company generated 132K, they did a 5.5x ROI in a single year. High Ticket Appliance brand, this was a pool heater company, did a 5x ROI as well. Also, they've now worked with us for just over 2 years as well now. Furniture company, a separate furniture company, 260K, 5.4x ROI. And then a women's athleisure brand, 815K, and 11.3x ROI, which is definitely a bit of an outlier. And this is only in a year. All of these were just year long. This is like 12 months snapshot of basically how we work together with them as a brand, okay? So if you're looking at SEO as a channel, right, and this is a little bit different than how you view paid ads, Meta, Google Ads, or even like email and retention, right? I would say every modern e-commerce brand knows that Meta like has to be a very core part of the brand, right? Whether you like it or not, you have to spend money on Meta if you want to keep growing and kind of feeding your D2C engine, right? That is just a must-have pretty much in this day and age. That or you have to be crazy good at UGC or organic content or kind of like UGC affiliate stuff. So like one of those has to work. But you basically need a big social flywheel, whether it's paid or organic, okay? A must-have in any modern e-commerce brand, okay? And a lot of brands know that, and they're like, we're going to go the distance on this, even if it sucks, okay? Makes sense. Google Ads, same thing. Pretty much every single brand we work with is spending money on Google Ads, which is absolutely what you should do if you want to hit 7, 8, 9 figures in revenue. And every other brand we work with as well, also spending a lot of money on email because they've worked hard over the years to accrue an email list through, Meta, giveaways, anything else. And of course, like they want to max out the revenue on customers they've actually technically already acquired, at least, the data on, like their email, their SMS, things like that. They've done the work to basically get that customer's phone number or their contact information generally. And so those customers are probably more primed to buy than like someone net new from Meta or someone net new from Google Ads, right? But those three things, Meta, Google, and TikTok I'll put in the Meta bucket as well. But like, let's say social, Google Ads, and email and SMS, like everyone knows they kind of have to do it. SEO traditionally has been kind of a last to the table channel. And I think that's totally fair. Like we don't work with brands until like they've cleared 7 figures in annual revenue, right? And like that's just because we know our system works for those kinds of brands specifically. It does not work for brands who just started out, who are mid 5 figures, mid 6 figures, whatever. Like our system doesn't work for those kinds of brands. However, if you view organic social or like social as a channel a necessary channel, necessary evil even, if you will, and you view Google Ads as a necessary evil and email as a necessary evil, and maybe not evils, but you view them as a necessity. SEO, when done correctly over a 1 to 2 year timeline, also can yield a 4 to 5x ROIs, as is very evident here with some of these examples. And if that's the case, you should be willing to get through the first 60 to 90 days of growing pain. Now, if you've ever done SEO and the first 60 to 90 days didn't yield literally any fruit whatsoever, well, you probably did the wrong things. You pulled the wrong levers. You wrote more blog content when you should have been optimizing collection pages, or you built a bunch of bad links, bad backlinks that were like guest posts that never got indexed instead of building link insertions. Or, you went 100% all in on AEO and GEO instead of focusing on like where the revenue currently is, which is Google, right? You're trying to optimize for kind of this future engine and ignoring the hundreds of thousands of dollars that could potentially exist on your store through a very proven channel like Google right now. So SEO is a long game, okay? Can you get results quickly? Yes. The results you should be looking for very quickly, like when you first start a campaign, you should be looking for higher average position on like key terms or key pages from Google Search Console, and higher impressions. Like those will be the numbers that move first when you either optimize existing pages or create new pages or build internal links or build backlinks to those target pages. The first metrics that should move are impressions and average position on those non-branded terms or pages, okay? Those will go up first. Once you get into a reasonable average position, like top 15, top 20, clicks should also start to follow. And that'll kind of be the next analytics, like cohort, if you will. And then once click volume gets up to a certain point, revenue will start to follow as well. Okay, so kind of like moves in 3 segments. Once you're in the top few positions, whether you're tracking like individual ranking integers on Ahrefs or average position like in decimals, once you're in a reasonable position and getting a reasonable click volume, revenue is like the single guiding North Star metric you should be looking at. And obviously conversion rate, you can look into once you get a higher traffic volume and higher click volume into that page, then you can start optimizing for conversion rate. But like, just because you didn't make any more money from SEO in the first 30 days does not mean it was a complete and total failure, right? You're probably just looking at the wrong metrics. And if you ever worked with an agency, like they may have just reported on the wrong metrics, okay? When we, in the first 30 days when we're a client, like we're very clear, like you might make money. It's totally dependent on where you're currently at when we start working on the project. But we're very clear on like what metrics you should expect to move and when you should expect them to move and what you should see after that happens. So we really very clearly break down kind of those cohort metrics: impressions / position, then clicks, and then revenue. And again, like if we execute well in the first 2 to 3 months, clients are typically bought in over a longer timeline. If we win the first 3 months, typically we can win the next, like clients are bought in for the next 3 months after that. That gets us to 6, assuming we're still executing well, all the metrics trending the right way. Even if it's not like a massive amount of money at that moment in time, clients are like, well, this number is growing at a pretty confounding rate, and I very well could see how it'll turn into a ton of money down the road, right? And clients who've worked with us for 2 years obviously they work with us 2 years on a month-to-month contract, like they were happy with the service or are actively happy with the service. But they're yielding 4.5, 5, sometimes 6x ROIs over 2 years. And like that's hard to do in a lot of channels. Like email, you could probably net over that. Like I think like the average email ROI is like double digit something. I don't know the exact number, but I think I remember reading like on a newsletter sometime it was like a 27x ROI for like every dollar spent on email yielded like 27 more dollars, something like that. But like Meta, UGC, Google Ads, like if you take out like branded performance on Google Ads, like it's very difficult to crack 4x or 5x ROI or ROAS in that particular case. But in SEO, like over a 2 year timeline, like you can hit 5, 6, like pretty regularly. Like 11x ROI on this athleisure brand. We had a brand one time do like 21x ROI over like a 2.5 year time period. And this was like 3 years ago. But my point is like you can get results early. You should also know like that's not the end of the results, and that's not all you should expect to see. And if you're generally happy like where things are trending, and you can stick it out because you can stick it out, like you will be rewarded over time. Like 5x ROI on like a flat spend. And this number is not even done growing. Like we're not even done optimizing for all the pages we need to, or like capturing number 1 rankings for all the keywords we need to for this particular furniture brand that I ran through that had the kind of the up and the down. We captured like a few more rankings, like very easily. We could turn this into like a 8x ROI by like end of the year or like early next year in 2027. So I don't like the terminology that says SEO takes forever, SEO takes 6 to 12 months. Like if you know the metrics you're looking at and you're executing correctly, you should be able to know like what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. And if you're willing to stick it out because things are going well, you can make an obnoxious amount of money with SEO when done the correct way.